Hi everybody, it's Bill Black at Spirit River. What I'd like to do today is talk to you a little bit about saddles. Saddle hackles come primarily from Chinese birds. This is kind of how we get them. We get them strung. The advantage to having strung saddles is they're much easier to use, to keep together. You can sort through and pick out what you need. Saddles all come from primarily the roosters, and they lay over the back. That's why they're called a saddle. They kind of lay down on each side of the back of the bird. There's different types of saddles. The types I'm showing you now are the regular saddles right here. We dye these in UV2, which is a special process, and then we also have the regular ones like this. And then we have what's called schlappen. Schlappen is usually a little bit longer saddle, and it's sorted to be it's a much softer feather, and it comes more from the back of the saddle and more around the tail area. This stuff is real fun to use because it's kind of longer, softer, and it flows and wiggles a little bit. The reason we're talking about all this saddles is because it's used on so many different patterns. It's a very versatile material. First off, it's used in a lot of different wings. As you can see here on the saltwater pattern, it's strung out way towards the back of the fly, and it adds a lot of color and movement to the fly. Another example of it is right here. This is a winter's hope. It's a steelhead fly, and it's used in two different key ways here. One is it's used over the wing, and the tire has matched 2 or 3 feathers together and stuck them back over the wing. And then you've also got this the saddle sticking down here around as a hackle. So there's a number of ways to use this. There's a third way too. Here's an example of it. And that's to use the tail fibers, the fibers that you strip off the quill. So as an example, what you can do with this feather is you can take this and you can run your fingers gently down it, straighten those feathers out, and then you can grab a batch of them like this, and you can create a little tail section on a dry fly or a steelhead fly. The other thing you can do with the saddle hackle is you can palmer it. As an example, this is a jig. This is a woolly bugger jig. It's got the marabou tail on it, but you've taken and tied in the hackle by the tip, and you can wrap it around. We call that palmering, when you wrap it up the body and you give it a little bit of segmentation between wraps. Again, this makes the fly flow, adds a lot of legs and a lot of character to the fly. It's a very versatile material, and I think if you play with it, you'll find a lot more uses for it. This is Bill Black at Spirit River. Thank you very much.